You the greatest.
Greatest. What is? Okay, what's the cut?
We have to figure out the pattern and then how many we're gonna need. So we're gonna do all some good stuff.
Okay, but we need to find out.
Hey everybody, y'all, we're back at it again.
Hey y'all, you see how great I am with this? The mathematics is good. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the word in. Just push that over. Ready? Set. Got it? Okay. I like it. I like it. Hey, let me tell y'all something.
I was just getting to grab the shit. Oh, was you gonna get that for me?
Get that for you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna sit down. Excuse me, I was gonna get you.
But,
But you have to explain what somebody may be just watching for the first time. They're like, what are they doing?
okay, so this is what we're doing. This railing system that we set in, because Donna has a design she wants to do with the wood, so we're using the 1 by 2 by 10, 1 by 2 by 10, and so some of them are 1 by 3, or 1 by 4 by 10. Yeah, so 1 by 4 by 10 and 1 by 2 by 10, and so she wants to have her pattern. So now we have to do the math to find out how many by 4s she's gonna need and how many by 2s.
I want 2 of those.
2 by 4s per side.
Yeah, that's the larger one, the wider one, right?
Right.
And you guys, if you're just clicking on the video and don't know what's going on, we're creating a privacy area in our what's this thing called, a pergola. And this is day number maybe 4. I think it's day 4. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I think it's day 4. So if you've missed the other videos, I'll link the first one here. Go back and check out the other videos so you'll kind of know what we're doing.
Hey, be caught up on what we got going. What's wrong?
Because this is a series. My head was scattered.
Let's go, bitch. Okay.
So thank you. So now we can go to Lowe's and just get the rest of the wood, but we're gonna have to figure out how you're gonna figure out exactly what we need so we don't get unnecessary boards.
So what we have to do is, because the boards are expensive, so what we're gonna do is I'll do the math. I'll measure the height, how high you're gonna go up, and then I'll measure the height of each board, counting the 2
and the space.
and the space. And the space. What do you want to? You want to change your spacers?
I don't know, because you had
I mean, that was temporary. Those fill-ins.
You talking about the wood you had cut? You know,
Oh no,
remember
I did.
you had the bag
So,
with the wood in it.
yeah, but that was kind of. Oh, we could check and
Is
see.
it too wide?
We could check and see. We'll put one up and let you see
I was
it.
gonna say, why you have men doing
But I
all
thought
that
it
cut?
would. But I guess. But see, and that's what I want to say. Things as you're going along with these projects, you're gonna have to improvise, because we had this elaborate thing that was gonna have to be done and all of this, and as we begin to go through, we found out there's a much simpler way. So be willing to change your plans. We're winging it. We're winging it, guys, along here. So
we are winging it.
There's no such thing as no super expert that does this. You know, a lot of beautiful artwork is done,
Well,
be it on
it's
pages.
people that know what they're doing. Or we just
What they
think
are.
They know what they're doing.
But I'm saying they may know what they're doing, and but that's how they got to there. Someone winged it, came up with something, and then drew it up as a blueprint.
We are DIYers.
Yeah, we do it ourselves.
Do it ourselves.
So if we was to,
Well, DIOers do it ourselves. If I was doing it by myself, it would be a DIY. Do it yourself. But we're doing it ourselves.
what we doing?
We doing this together.
Donna, you ain't did nothing. You
I
been
did.
sitting here pointing out
I
to me
had
what to
hold
do.
the box so the sun wouldn't be in your eyes on the last video.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So we are. So here's the thing, guys. So if we was to say, because we have come up with a much simpler way, we can easily say to people, well, hey, you can go this route here, and it'll save you a whole kit.
But you know what I like about it? It's so authentic, and we can customize it to exactly what we want. That's what I really like about it.
Right. That is true. How should we customize it? Because it's all about how you want to put your wood pieces. Now, I'm curious to find out how she's going to do this.
But even the stain and stuff, the stain or paint, but even not only that, we can stain it, we can paint it, we can customize it, but there's a certain sense of pride I think that we have and that we feel when we create something ourselves and just, you know, just make it our own and see what we come up with our ideas. That's inspiring to me.
What is this thing anyway? Let me make sure.
But as you
So
guys,
it's
oh,
1
I'm
inch
sorry,
wide.
babe, I didn't mean to separate it, but-
1 inch wide, and this is.
But as you guys can see, we definitely, you know, need some privacy in our backyard.
So yeah, that's 4. So that would be 1 by 4, by 10, and the other one is going to be the bigger one is going to be 1 by 6 by 10, or either 1 by 7. It's not double as wide as that, is it? Yeah.
I don't think so.
So 1 by 6 by 10. And so the point that's being made here is,
It's in the kit. It's in there, right?
yeah, I don't feel like going to get it, babe.
But you're gonna have to, baby, so we can figure out a pattern.
Donna, why did you say that in front of everybody? I said I didn't feel like it. Now you're gonna tell me you
I mean,
still got to get up and go get it.
Because we're gonna have to figure out the pattern, babe, so we know how many to go.
I'm hurting.
Okay, babe.
I don't cut the grass. I
Okay.
don't want to wash the trucks. I don't.
You did.
I
You're
did a lot of work.
Okay.
For love of Moses, woman.
Okay,
Split
so-
the sea and let me go through.
Babe,
Okay, so
don't do that.
okay, but no, this is what we're gonna do. So
It
that
took
would,
you all of maybe 30 minutes to finish this today to put the other railing things on. Right.
You don't know how much energy was exerted in turning those.
I was waiting on you to holler for me, but you didn't, so I let you be a big boy and do it all by
So I
yourself.
did a lot of things today. I have been self-proclaiming and motivating all day today. I've done some amazing things.
So do you want to go get the wood and stuff tomorrow?
No, we don't get it, babe.
Okay.
Three of these.
That's the wider board? Okay.
It'll be $21.38, 40, 21, 22, $22.
So 3 of them, and then we need 22 of the other ones. Baby, look at them and make sure they're not warped and stuff. Make sure they look good. Robert, stop. Why are you walking like that?
It's making me because see how I have to get my legs in because the boards got me. I can't get done.
The next morning, and we're getting ready to unload all of the wood that we picked up from Lowe's yesterday. So my husband is pulling up right here because it gets us closer to the gate so we can bring the wood in. And we won't have to walk so far. y'all, that's exercise. So he wants to finish doing that. I have still not pressure washed yet. So while he's doing the privacy fence, I'm gonna pressure wash. I need to show you, I need to explain exactly what we got from Lowe's last night and what we're going to attempt to use for our spacers. Let me open this up a little bit because it makes it brighter in here. So you'll see, honey. Okay, it gives us a little bit of light in here. But I couldn't really explain last night when we were at Lowe's exactly what we were getting. I know I showed it to you guys because they had music playing. And for those of you that may not understand how YouTube works, whenever you have music playing, thank you, sir. Whenever you have music playing in the background, if you don't have permission to use that music, we can get a copyright strike on our channel. So it doesn't matter that we weren't playing it per se, but the fact that it was in the background, you could hear it in our video, we could get a copyright strike. You get so many copyright strikes, they can delete your channel. So what that would have caused me to do is, in order to try to drown, if I wanted to try to talk to y'all last night in Lowe's or whenever we go on field trips, this is just so you guys will know why we content creators do what we do sometimes. But even when we go on field trips and I tell you guys I'm gonna have to add music because there's music in the background, I hope that you can hear me. It would have caused me to have to add my own music that I have permission to play and have it loud enough to where I can drown out their music in the background and still try to talk to you guys and hope that you can hear me. So rather than do that, I just said, he's almost done slamming wood. So rather than do that, I just said I'll show you what we were picking up, and then once we got back home, I could talk to you guys freely without having to try to drown out music and talk to you guys. Let me go grab what we got from Lowe's so I can tell you exactly what we're getting ready to do. All right, so we picked up these hex nuts here last night because we just felt like it was something simple that we could use for a spacer. Now you guys saw him, I think you guys saw when he was using these little pieces of wood. This was just wood from when we had the trial boards cut. So he had them cut one, and we kind of thought about using these for spacers. Actually, I like the little pieces of wood in between there, but we wanted to see, rather than the little pieces of wood here that he's using for spacers, just so we can get an idea, to see if we could use these, okay? Now, I thought we were going to be able to put them in like this, but it looks like they're too wide to put in between the little channel like that, so it looks like we're going to have to put them in like this, and then just see how much. I'm going to see once we do that if I like it, because I'm telling you, I really do like the wood. And I think as far as the wood is concerned, like, I like the wood pieces. He was trying both sizes, so that there's a larger one here and then one of the shorter ones here. But I like the wood for spacers. The only thing about the wood is that they're not all the same size, which really doesn't matter to me, as long as it doesn't make a big difference. What I like about us doing these wood slats, if you will, is that it's just so custom, if you will, in that it's not perfect. I think there's something, I love the look when I'm decorating of some things that have imperfections, if that makes sense. Like, I don't expect every board to be exactly even, exactly level. There's just something that I like about imperfections when I'm doing certain things, especially working with something natural like wood. I certainly hope that makes sense, but if it doesn't, so we're gonna see. So we're gonna try putting these in like this, and then she'll get the piece of wood and then slide it down. We'll see if I like that. Now I do have some paint. I also bought some paint, some black. Baby, would you grab one of those cans of paint? Hey neighbors, hey there. Run them out for me while you're running. But I'm just gonna see because I like the wood. But I'm gonna see how this looks. But I like the wood spacers.
What?
I do. We're gonna see. See, look at this. I want you to put one there. It's gonna make it look different too once we paint it. I'm sure it's just that I'm looking at it. We're gonna see, honey. I like the wood spacers.
I like that right there.
You like the bolts?
See how that go?
Oh, you don't have to put it all the way in there?
No, we don't have to put it all the way in.
Oh, okay, okay. So look, I was talking about we had to put them like this because they won't fit. You know, trying to put them in a channel like this, they won't fit that way. I was saying we had to do them this way, but my husband is saying we can just lay them here as long as the wood is sitting up on it.
Yeah, as long as it touches in there and falls in the groove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Let's do a few of them, then we're gonna see if this works because I need to know before I paint them. Because once I paint them, we can't take them back.
Okay. Well, then let's. Yeah.
Here, there's one. So what I got was, I just got some of this flat black primer, Rust-Oleum, and I'm gonna paint what you call them again, baby? The flex nut, the bolts. We're gonna paint the bolts.
Bolts that's enough.
I'm sorry, the hex nuts. We're gonna paint them black if I like them. So what we're gonna have to do is do a few of them. Okay. And I think with the wood, it's pre-treated wood, but I think I want to stain it. My thought process. Okay. Okay. So he's done a couple. What you guys think? Okay, baby. I was thinking you had to put them all the way in there. Okay. But what's going to keep them from, you don't think they'll slide out or anything? They're not going to move?
Wait.
Especially once you get all the wood.
Yeah,
okay. All right.
So, see this? Notice, and this is because the curvature in the wood. Notice the gap down here?
It's smaller than the other one.
Now, I can take and flip it, turn it around the other way, and then it'll be an arch at the bottom.
Well, see, baby, wait a minute, you guys. Okay, you guys, this is a perfect example of what I was talking about. So he's talking about, he was trying to make sure when we were grabbing the wood last night.
Oh, it is 3. I was looking because the gap, see the gap.
Yeah, you can't see it.
You can't see it.
When he was grabbing the wood last night, he was trying to make sure that each, what is it, plank?
Yeah.
Trying to make sure that it wasn't bowed. Is that the right word?
Right.
Or as straight as possible. Because you can see here, see this looks like one piece, but this is actually 2 boards right here. But one of them is a little bowed, so it doesn't have as much of a gap as this one. But that doesn't bother me. Like I say, that's the imperfection of the wood, and that's natural. So
you see that's fine for you, baby, because
but
you have an eye like that. But for me, that's a perfectionist with stuff. You want to see the straight line all the way. But okay, now that you say that, I'm okay.
To me, it gives it character.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And then it'll depend on where it is. Like that one is at the bottom, so it's not a big deal. Or if you want to switch them around,
okay,
and just see where you want it. But that doesn't bother me because that's just what you're gonna get when you're dealing with wood, and that's what I love about us doing it ourselves. Is that it's gonna give it so much character, and it's just different. Not to mention, I love the way we improvise. I mean, y'all cricket. I don't like y'all being cricket. Not to mention the way we improvise and coming up with our own system to hold our rails. Hey, I need to hold our wood. Okay, so I think maybe are you gonna do a few?
Do a few what place?
So you can. That's what you get ready to do now, right?
Those?
Yeah.
I can't do it until you paint your boat.
Oh, now that we have decided that we're gonna do the boat. Okay.
Boat.
So we're good with the boats. So I guess I can go on and paint the boats and then let those dry a few minutes, and then he's gonna we'll start putting the planks in. So the plan for today is to get this done. You guys, this rolling shade. Did you see me when we were getting ready to move the, when we were unloading the truck, this shade, he's bringing another one in right there. This shade here, we decided to get another one. I think I'm gonna get a third one too, because I'm trying to decide if I want one on this end too, okay? But he has that shade, and we're gonna put it on that end down there. I'm gonna explain why. We were originally going to do, the,
Sure, those measurements right there. It's a little too long.
wait a minute, wait a minute. Are the ends 10?
That looks too long.
What's the width of it? What's the, remember part of the box, remember?
No, I'm going to
Oh,
the end of the
oh,
shade.
yeah.
See the shade?
That,
The end of the shade.
let's see, you guys, we might be taking this one back. And rather than doing that, it does look too long. What's the measurement on the,
Yes, sir.
you guys, when we measured it from pole to pole, I'm trying not to spin you guys. So from pole, pole to pole is, what do we say, babe? 119. 119 inches. The length of this shade is 120. So, but babe, you don't need to try to figure that out before you open it. So we would definitely have to go to the very edge of the pole.
And on the inside.
On the inside, so the very edge.
And the only way you can do it on the outside, now we can do it the outside. This
No.
way it'll be easy.
I don't want to do it on the outside because there's no cover to keep it from getting wet all the time. See, like this one down here,
Right, it's on the
the
inside.
one, no, even if it was on the outside, because the other one we get, you know what, babe, we may not have to take that one back because we may use it over here. When I talked about us maybe getting, I hope all this is making sense, y'all. I hope I'm not confusing you. When I talked about getting one for this pergola has an overhang. You see the overhang? Yeah. You see the overhang, which means if we hung, this one here is hung on the inside and it's shorter. But if we did a longer one, I would want him to hang it on the outside of the pergola, I think. That way it can go all the way to the end. So we would be able to put this one all the way on this end, and then the other side would be all the way on this end. You see, with it on the inside, it's not covering the whole, it's not covering everything, so we have this space here on the sides. I'm trying to eliminate that if we get another one. And again, because I don't mind mounting it on the outside of the pergola, because we have this little lip here. Ugh. That will keep it from getting wet every time it rains. I hope that made sense. If it didn't, I'm sorry. I'll show it to you once we get it done. So we're gonna see. And then he was saying, even with the brackets, you know, once he puts the brackets up, let me turn you guys around so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see with the brackets, you see where that screw is, right? Ooh, the screw right here. There's a little play where he could have slid that bracket over some more. You see that? So if he can slide that bracket over some more, then hopefully that'll give us what we're trying to get. So, babe, you just gonna open it and see?
Yeah.
Now, this is the trials and the errors of, you know, doing things yourselves. I thought I had measured. Well, I know I had measured. I don't know why I was, I don't know how I got off that 1 inch. Does that say 10 by 10 or something? It must have said something that led us to believe that that would be the right size, I'm sure. You know what? Worst case scenario, if we have to, we could put it on the other end and get it inside.
Go to the house, just to the outside of your
I
frame.
think I'm past outside.
You passed outside?
Yeah, it's not
Hold
gonna
on,
work.
wait a minute. You passed outside?
I'm past outside.
Line yours up with the outside.
I can't go above.
No.
It ain't lined up. It's
No,
not lined up.
outside of that. On the other side, the post.
I'm trying to, baby, it won't go. It's too long.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Get that in there.
too long.
No, I'm coming over some over here.
It's okay, baby. We can
Hold on. Where is that at? Is it touching the window yet?
Yes. It's too long. Let's look at it on the other end.
Well, that, I guess this one will have to be a...
Let's look at it on the other end. You know, I talk like this one over here too. Let's see if it's gonna work on this side.
Well, this is wider.
Huh? Yes, it'll work on this one. Let me look at this side. It'll work on this side. Yeah, it'll work on this side.
Well, I guess what you need over here is an 8-foot.
Huh?
You need an 8-foot over
And see,
there.
even with that, I don't mind if the
See,
size.
like the 8-foot is just...
Oh, you want to take? Okay, well, how about this? Do you want to? Because I talked about getting one more. Since this right here would totally enclose this, do you want to get another one of these? Put it here. Take this one and put it down there. You want to take this one and put it down there? Because you know I was gonna get. You know I said I was gonna get another one. I said I was going to get another one, so you were going to have to put up 2 anyway. What did they say, 99? Yeah, come on back down here with us. So now we're trying to decide, because the one that we just purchased, it will work down here. And I wanted one for down there anyway. So we're trying to see that if we move that short one that we already have, it'll work right here. And see, that's what I was getting ready to say. The reason we didn't do this right here on this end is because when my grandbabies are out there playing, I want to be able to really see them and not have to take the slats out to see them good. So we wanted something that we could quickly move up and down. That way we can raise it just enough to when they're out there playing, we can see them and they can access us from this end without having to come. Because once we get these up, they would have, if we had put the wood all the way around, the kids would have to come all the way around to right here to be able to get back on the patio. So I wanted them to be able to just run from the swing set to get on the patio. So that will allow us to just raise that up and down very conveniently. Get on the patio. What you thinking, babe? Do they have one a little bit longer than this? I can't even remember how long this one was, because we've had it for years.
Let's see that lip. We back to that lip again.
Let me see what he's saying.
But we can't screw it into that lip.
Oh, that's
can't
right.
put it
That's
up
why
under
we
it.
didn't put one on
Yeah,
there.
I can't put it up under it.
Okay. So that's why we needed one on the outside, because the lip. And I don't want it outside because that means it'll get wet all the
Touch that
time,
over
right?
there.
Touch what?
Put that over there. I'm gonna sit or against the post.
On the inside?
Inside.
Give it to me like this. I'm trying to do this and hold y'all at the same time.
It's so unnecessary dwelling about the past, 'cause I know that God is good, He led me to where I'm at. Sometimes I feel like giving up, you're giving in, but everything happens for a reason. It Sometimes you might need a helping hand, just like iron sharpens iron, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like iron sharpens iron, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're growing together. It's so unnecessary worrying about life. I might not have it all, but I know I'll be alright. He's gonna challenge me to be the best I can be, and to give back to those who need it. It won't always be blue skies ahead. Sometimes you might need
Yep. Wasting water. How you gonna do? You gonna do the things
No,
right
I'm
back
gonna
there?
wait because I don't want all that mud to get over there. You interrupted my beat.
Hold on, wait a minute. What do you mean get over where? You're not. I mean,
Babe, I'll go back and get it. I don't want water getting all on the planks because it didn't need to put them up.
you gotta hurry up. It's putting light. Look what it's doing. That's the stuff that come off the house, and that's coming down on your what you call
I don't know what you call me.
on your this right here. If you don't get that off, you're gonna have those things on your
I'm
thing.
gonna have streaks.
See, look at the white part. It's coming off the gutter. Let's say the side. See that white? You about to spray that stuff and dilute it. Get all that excess out the back. See them little gravels and things back there? Yeah, that.
In the meantime, while he's just pushing that along, he has finished the shade. And I don't know that I ever really told you guys exactly what kind of shade it is. My apologies. It is the Coolaroo Outdoor Roller Shade. That's what it is. The brand is Coolaroo. And the one we have, the color is, Mocha. And that was the color of the one, this one right here that we already had up. But this size is a, child. 120 by 72 is this size. So he was able to get it put up over here. He's rolled it all the way up now. I think you guys saw it down. Y'all, I love it. I love it on this side. And now you see what I mean about, even though we mounted it on the outside. Ooh, yeah. Feel like bugs crawling on me. Even though we mounted it on the outside of the pergola, it's still covered because of this little, and y'all, I can't see. It's so bright. It's still covered because of this little, the ledge or the hangover, honey, whatever you call it, from the pergola, the way it's made. It's still covered, so it won't be getting wet. I just don't think it needs to be in direct rain like that. Maybe it could tolerate it, I don't know. But I didn't want it in the direct rain like that, okay? So, what's on the agenda for the rest of the day, is that it? We're gonna put the slats in. The bolts that I spray painted are dry. We're gonna put the slats in, and then you guys, we're gonna call it a day because we're hungry. We've not eaten. We have not eaten. Now, another thing I was doing too, in an effort to kind of get our pergolas to blend a little more. This one here is kind of a brownish, tannish color. Well, brown, and it has some little black streaks in it. So I started last year, like, painting the posts to try to make it blend a little bit more with the newer one. Because it's not, the newer one isn't black. It's more like maybe like a charcoal grayish color or something. But it's not black. But in any event, I'm gonna use some more of my black paint. And kind of paint this in other areas. Like last year when I painted it, I still need to pressure wash this too. I'll do that another day. But last year when I painted it, I didn't do these little areas right here. I kind of focused on the pole where you could see them. So I'm gonna do a little bit more in some areas to paint that, just to kind of make it blend, make it flow better, if you will. Because say for you see how the difference is between this one and then when you go there. I did paint the front of this right here. I painted that black too. So some of that needs to be touched up, but I just think it kind of helps them flow a little bit better, considering that there are two totally different pergolas, two totally different brands and everything. Okay, so now that we're done with that bay, I took those spacers out. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to say. We are using spacers, but if you didn't want to use spacers, you know, he had added those silver bolts to this so I could kind of see how it looked, but I had to remove them to paint the bolts. So if you decided to do this and you didn't want spacers, you don't have to use spacers, and it closes up the entire thing. So there's nothing, you know, you won't be able to see in between them if you decide, you know, you don't want spacers. But we wanted a little bit of space between them, but that's also an option too. I just love all of the options. You know, you can put as much space as you want to in between them. You can have no space, a little bit of space. So, babe, how long is it going to be before we put the little slats in?
We really start that. Try to pin that part down there.
What you mean pin it down?
Which one I'm going to go with it?
I mean, what are you trying to pin down?
Just a certain thing I thought about. I'm sitting down thinking about it at that bottom. If I find it, I'll show you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I love it how we just, when we're doing projects and ideas just hit us and we go with it. So he's looking for something he'll share.
This is equivalent to a junk drawer.
Yeah. That's your junk.
Everybody got to have a junk box or something, because everything is in the junk box. You're going to find what you need.
And see, with him, I don't care what we get. When we get something and we're putting something together, he is always keeping all those little bolts and screws and nails. I'm like, throw that stuff away. But he feels like you never know when there's something in here that I'm going to be able to use. So that's why he likes keeping all that stuff, okay? I think I mentioned to you guys an idea that I've come up with for over this area here. So we'll share that later. Prayerfully that will work out as well. So I'm gonna wait for him to get through digging, and we will have to go back to Lowe's. We have some things that we need to return as well, because when we started this process here, the original plan was to put posts in the ground. Put posts in the ground and attach these to the posts, just like you were getting ready to do a fence. But we didn't want it that permanent, and we didn't think about all of that until after we had bought some of the supplies. It's just that the plans changed. So we have the little things that go in the ground for the posts, and we have to return all of those because plan B worked out so much better. So anywho, we're getting ready to, once he gets through digging, we're getting ready to put these slats in, and then we're gonna call it a day. No, that don't matter.
Hey!
Okay.
Okay, so now what's going to have to be done, let me show you where I'm going to put them at, so you'll know what I'm doing. This will be better. This is far better, I promise you. You're going to like it better.
You sure?
I promise you. Watch. I'm going to show it to you.
I believe you, guys. Let's see what we're working with.
So this is the L bracket, and this is, everything is about fitting in here. So you see, it fits in here. Right in there. So what I'm
your hand was in the way. I couldn't.
So it fits right in there within that 1 inch.
Oh, okay.
Now here's the thing that I want to do, and this is what makes it better. What we did is over there. What we did is we had that. I just had a
That little what I call it?
Allen wrench.
Allen wrench.
I just had an Allen wrench stand there.
Is it still in there?
Yeah, it's still in there. See, holding up the wood.
Oh, and that's just so we can get it in there. Okay,
Right.
so that's what's in there for right now, that little Allen wrench.
Yeah. And so that's why I say just having you a junk drawer. Now look at what we're gonna do. We could take this. I'll take this screw back out, put that in there. Now I got that in there, so the wood will sit on that. It's more braced. It's more. You see how it'll be level.
Okay.
So you gotta spray paint this black.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you gotta spray paint the inside at least, because you're not gonna see this, and you're not gonna see this, but you're gonna see this out here. So that right there, we're done.
Okay.
So you spray paint those, and we are finished.
You're always telling somebody what to do.
I'm asking
You are
I'm
not.
asking you nice.
He is not the boss of me. Oh, I was gonna say, did I spray the wrong side?
You sprayed the right side.
So it's just gonna sit up there. Let's
Yeah.
think.
So when
I
the break,
like
they
that.
sit on it. That way
Yeah.
you got a better.
Okay.
Instead of just having that Allen wrench sitting there that can come
Yeah,
off.
that can fall out.
Yeah, so this right here, you're gonna come up with.
I love it when we improvise with stuff and it work out right.
And like I said, it's just stuff that you use around. Now again, people see us, we're piecing it together, but what they will see when the finished job is, it would all look professional.
I don't mind piecing it together. A lot of times when you piece stuff together, you save so much money as long as it looks neat. Now, I don't like no shabby tacky look. I don't like nothing shabby and tacky looking pieced together. But as long as it's pieced together and it looks nice, then mission accomplished. In order to make sure that the channel that we use, that we added, is totally covered with wood. Like, we don't want it to stop, the wood to stop here, and then you still have some of the channel hanging out. So we like the way it stopped on this side where it was up just a little bit. Right now, I'm gonna turn you guys around so I can see what I'm looking at. Okay, we like the way it stopped here where the wood goes up just a little bit further than the channel. To us, it makes it look neat. So what we need to do is go back to Lowe's and get, well, we need to get 2 more of the larger ones.
2 of the large ones.
2 more of the wider boards. Because we have, what are the other ones?
The other 2 right here.
Okay, so we have the,
So we have a wide, two thins, and then a wide. Take us out.
okay. So we have the 2 smaller ones that we need here. We need to go back and get 2 more wide boards, and then we'll be good. So back to Lowe's we go. But in the meantime, you guys got the picture. So this is what it's looking like, y'all. I cannot wait to put some stain on this. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna love it. Okay, we're back from Lowe's. Wouldn't you know it, they did not have, they were all out of the wider planks that we wanted. So what my husband did was he stood there and did the math, and he did 2 more of the thinner ones. We had 4 wider ones to begin with, and with the little design that we did, we had 3 of them on that side, which left us with 1 wider one. We just took the 3 off of here. Take that back. Instead of doing 3 of the wider ones over here, we decided to go back to the original plan, do 2. So we have 2 wider ones over here, 2 of the wider ones over here, and then all we had to get was 2 more of the thin ones. So it worked out. We needed 4 more of the bolts. So I just spray painted those. And while we were there, you guys know we moved the trash cans. We moved the trash can and the recycle bin from right here to around here. So my husband we picked up 8 in all of the blocks for the trash can and the recycle bin. And they just fit perfectly right here. So, y'all, this stuff is heavy that we got. We also got 2 more of the 5-gallon buckets of the 30-second cleaner, because I told you guys I'm gonna clean our fence. So we may end up having to go back and get more. I just want to do it myself. We could get somebody else to do it, but I just want to do it. It's so satisfying watching all of the wood just brighten up. So he was gonna put let's see. Hey, you don't want to put them close together because you're gonna have to be trying to get that grass from out in between there. And you can always fix it later, baby. Fix it later, honey. I know you're tired. But he was gonna put one in between here, but the bricks are too wide to go in between there. Yeah, babe, you can always just fix it later. Just put them closer together. Because if not, you're going to be trying to... I was telling him to go on and put the bricks closer together. Because otherwise, he's going to be having to try to get that little bit of grass from in between there. But y'all, he's tired now. Babe, you done? Is there anything else in the truck? God, look at him. He's just dragging. This is hard. So I think he's just getting ready to grab the cleaners out of the truck, and then we're getting ready to be done. But he's not gonna stop until he gets that done, gets that out of the truck, and get these last few planks up. If I try to get him to stop now, y'all, he won't stop. I know some of you are probably saying, let the man stop, he's tired. He's not gonna stop. He will not stop because we are so close to finishing this. He's not gonna stop until we get that done. But that's just a matter of sliding those planks in there. So we're in the home stretch, at least for today. Told you, he just won't stop. Hey, you can finish this later. On to getting these last few slats in, and we'll be done for the day. since we didn't get that wider board, we are a little short. I don't want that showing. So I told him, at least for right now, maybe we can, maybe if you get the ones that's thicker, I guess. Drop the wood in or something. Anyway, I told him I would go get, we'll figure it out. I'll go get, no, because that ain't gonna work. That, I will figure out how to take care of that. That's the easy part. So, listen, y'all, we are done for the day. We're done for the day. We'll figure that out later. Tired. We did go grab something to eat. We hadn't eaten, so we went to Lowe's. We had some wonderful Waffle House, y'all. It was good. So it was a very late breakfast. Late. So anyway, you good, baby, for today? Okay. All right. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so and turning on that notification bell. He said, tell me hit the nosy. Y'all hit the nosy, okay? Thank you, God. That way you'll be notified whenever we're doing whatever it is we're doing. I told y'all to get quiet when you're tired. So thank you guys so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye.